The white t-shirt is the most basic thing you can have in your wardrobe. Everybody tells you that you need to have one, like a broken record, and yes, including me, but nobody really tell you what you should look for in a simple t-shirt. And you know, some of them are like 100 euros and you're asking yourself, what's the difference? What's the difference between 10 euros t-shirt and 100 euros t-shirt? Do you even need a 100 euros t-shirt? What are you paying your money for? Let's figure this out. If you have clicked on this video, you're probably asking yourself all of these questions, and perhaps you're also on your journey to find this perfect price quality fit t-shirt for your wardrobe. And today in this video, I have all of these t-shirts to test and rate review to find this perfect one. The cheapest one here is about 10 euros and the most expensive one goes to 100 euros. So I'm gonna tell you exactly what to look for in a good white t-shirt, how to choose it, and of course we're also gonna talk about the ones which does not worth your money. And I just genuinely need to talk with you about ASOS, because after my last video where I found the best brands on ASOS, I was genuinely shocked with the price fit quality ratio. Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Lina, your personal stylist here on YouTube and a fashion content creator, and today we're gonna talk about white t-shirts. I have a pile of white t-shirts and we're gonna test and rate them. And before we get each of these t-shirts, here is how we're gonna rate them. I have 5 criteria for you, and the first one is opacity. Is it see-through and how much? Second one is the fabric weight and feel. So we're talking about the thickness of material and does it feel substantial, does it have the weight? Number 3, of course, the material composition. What should it be made of? What to pay attention for? 4, we're gonna have a look on the neckline and stitching to make sure that it's done well. And the 5th, we're also gonna rate each t-shirt based on design, creativity and fit. I'll score every one of the t-shirt as we go. So keep watching, and we're gonna start with the cheapest one and we're gonna move forward to see what 100 euro t-shirt looks like. And you know, I think some of these results gonna surprise you a lot. Okay, let's go. We're gonna start with you with the cheapest version I have here, and it is from ASOS Design. Actually, I have 2 pieces to show to you because this is not white. Truly wanted to focus on the white. So excuse me here, but they do have this exact t-shirt in white as well on the website. This t-shirt is less than 10 euros. It's a little bit cropped. It has a very wide neckline. So let's start our rating. The opacity, because it's a brown color, it is not see-through. So here, unfortunately, we can't be objective, but I do have the white tank top from ASOS Design. These are really similar pieces. And what you can do when you're in a store, here is a little shopping tip for you. When you're in a store and you're looking on the white t-shirt and you are not sure, put it towards the light and see if you can see through it. You can also put your hand there and see, can you see the color of your skin or does it still look really white? So when I do that, I'm putting it towards the light, I cannot see anything, so see-through is not a problem here. Next one, we're gonna rate the fabric. I gotta say that this feels a little bit more synthetic, and let's jump a little bit into what it's made from. And that one is made from 96% cotton and 4% elastan, so it's not 100% cotton. And I think this one was the same. Yes, I told you they're really similar. So in terms of material composition, I personally prefer 100% cotton. However, one exception here. If you would like to have this really cinched feel, then elastan can actually help you, and 4% is not a bad ratio. And as you can see, this shirt fits really well to your body. It keeps the shape. So yes, if you're going for this more fitted feel, consider something like that. I love the design. It's really beautiful neckline. It looks elegant and timeless. So basically a very good base piece. However, what I didn't like in this one, that here we have a little bit of threads getting out. I just bought this shirt and I don't like that. Like you can see, it still has a tag. I would not keep it because of this, because that looks sloppy. However, when I checked all the inside stitching and everything, I didn't find any problems. It is done pretty usual, normal. So my verdict would be that actually for 10 euros, these are very good options options to have. You can definitely make use of them in your wardrobe. Just pay attention that yes, this gives you a very fitted feel, but I definitely don't hate them for this price. Okay, next one. It's actually a new brand for me. I found it on ASOS because of my previous video. You can have a look later. I have two pieces from this brand called Illusion, and the price point of this t-shirt, and I also decided to try and test the tank top, is about 12 euros, which is amazing price. Let's see if this t-shirt is good. Let's see if it's see-through. I'm gonna say that it's definitely a thinner material than the ASOS one. However, I don't hate it. I straight away jumping into the neckline. I actually like how it's done. It has this rib feel to it, so it's really pleasant on your skin. And this t-shirt has a more boxy, relaxed feel, so it's totally different from the ASOS I just showed you. Let's check the materials. Yes, we got here 100% cotton for the body, and for the rib we have 95% cotton and 5% elastan. So I wouldn't even worry about the rib. It's basically this neckline, and I think adding elastan in here is actually a very smart idea, because the neckline gonna stretch when you wear it, and this way it's gonna keep the shape for longer. I'm gonna say that this is a very good choice. Let's have a look quickly on the tank top. I went for this classic tank top because it's gonna be so useful for summer, and here we have 96% cotton and 4% elastan, really close to the ASOS design one, but you can see it's ripped and just a very classical style. For the tank top you also be fitted, so I think elastan is really justified here. Like, so far I'm really impressed already with the 12 euros price. So let's see what the 100 one gonna look like. Okay, but before we get to the 100 euros t-shirt, we have to test the most viral t-shirt. You might guess that this one a Uniqlo. I know it's light pink. I also have a white one, but right now it's under construction. This is the exactly same, just in a lighter pink, and I use it in the same way as the white, because to be honest, I'm a light soft summer, so white is actually not the best color for me. That color suits me much better. A side note that no one asked. 15 euros Uniqlo t-shirt is the most viral t-shirt everywhere. Influencers are constantly talking about that. Does it really worth it? Let's jump straight away to the material. See, it's 100% cotton. Great, definitely ticks that box. The next thing we're gonna see is it see-through. It's definitely not see-through, and the feel and weight of this t-shirt is much heavier than this we just reviewed from Collusion. I have to say that Uniqlo t-shirts are also give you more fitted feel. They are not as relaxed as this boxy t-shirt I've just showed you, so just keep it in mind. It's not as fitted as the ASOS one, but it still gives you this look. I personally love the thickness of this t-shirt. You can really see that this material gonna be durable, and I've been wearing this t-shirt for several months and washed it a lot, and it still has a perfect fit. However, I do have one little note here. Because the material is thicker and heavier and it's really fitted, it also makes it feeling less airy. And for example, summer when it's plus 30, I wouldn't go for this t-shirt because I'm gonna be too warm. In that situation, I would actually go for something like that, which not gonna stick to my body so close and get me this airy feel and just, you know, keep me cool. It's a one particular scenario for during summer, but I thought I mentioned it because people are so obsessed with this short, and it's a very good short for 15 euros. It's amazing basic, but I just think sometimes there is also place for something more airy, something more boxy in your wardrobe. But definitely that t-shirt deserves the hype. I'm just making mess on my table. Okay, next one. Technically it's a tank top, so I'm sorry for that, but I really just wanted to show this tank top and review this brand. I found this brand on ASOS. It's called Arrange, and this tank top was about 30 euros, a little bit less. All the links gonna be in description box, so you can check. I chose this tank top because of the design. Look at this rib. It just gives you a little bit more elevated feel of a tank top in comparison with, for example, this simple classic one. I thought it might be just interesting for summer. However, let's first check the materials, the first thing I always do, and we have here 96% cotton, 2% elastan, and the trim is 100% cotton. So 2% elastan to have this perfectly cinched fit. We can leave it at that, that's not bad. And the trim refers to this additional material they put bought solely for design purposes. There is no real purpose to have this rim in here. It also a rib top, however, does it really needs to cost 30 euro just because they did this additional design and trimming around? I don't think so. However, if you think differently, let me know in the comments. One note here for the fit. You see this like uneven lines? I would not go for it. That just looks weird. That might be just me, but pay attention for this, for the fit, because yeah, does look good. Choosing between this and that, I would say that this one wins because the price point and just simplicity. However, of course, if you just love the design and you want something more elevated, perhaps for summer, because you know you're not gonna have anything else except your tank top, that might be a very smart choice, because sometimes these tank tops looks a little bit too basic if you don't wear anything on top, like a blazer or cardigan or something else. And no, it definitely not see-through, and the material here is thicker. It feels thicker than in here. This is potentially gonna die faster because it's gonna stretch faster, also a little bit more elastic in here. Okay, and we finally to the 100 euros t-shirt. If you have seen my ASOS video, you're probably gonna recognize this t-shirt. Here is a 100 euros t-shirt. And let's start as always, the see-through. I'm gonna say it's not see-through, but it's also not the thickest material. Uniqlo sure definitely have a thicker material. Okay, let's see this. 100% organic cotton. So none of this t-shirt has organic cotton, this one does. And I guess you noticed that this t-shirt has also a beautiful lace around the sleeves and also on the side, and also has a very unusual back. So here we do have a piece of like a satin silky material. It's not silk, but it just looks like it with the lace. So definitely the craftsmanship is higher here. You can truly see it. The design point is higher. So to be honest, I would not consider this as a basic piece, not at all. That's why I guess it's also cost 100 euros. It's a beautiful t-shirt. It has a gorgeous design, but I still think that you do pay for a brand tag here. All Saints goes to the more premium direction of the brands. And as I told you, I would not treat this t-shirt as a base. I would treat it more like a blouse and something I wear on top, because it's gonna be difficult to layer this piece under something. It is quite oversized, airy, and you don't want to close this beautiful bag, because this bag is what you're paying your money for. You're not paying for just a usual shirt. You're paying him more for a design piece, a more statement piece. Oh, does it cost 100 euros? For me personally, no, I think it's a little bit too much, even with this beautiful bag. However, if you think differently, let me know in the comments. Let me know how many of you think that this is a good investment and you would totally buy this shirt. There is no wrong or right answer. I'm just curious. Ooh, I definitely made a mess here. Okay, guys, this rating might be a little bit chaotic, but I hope you found it useful, and I hope you know now what to look for when you're buying a white t-shirt, or to be honest, any t-shirt. Yeah, let me know which one would you go for. You know any other brands of good t-shirt? Also let me know in the comments, because I love finding good price value pieces. Okay, and if you like this video, I'm pretty sure that you're gonna like this video as well, where I rated the most popular viral high street mass market brands. So I hope to see you there. Bye!